Well, welcome to Fox News Tonight. We come to you with a big breaking story. In a shocking press conference, the House Oversight Committee laid out clear evidence that Vice President Biden's family received $1 million from a corrupt Romanian named Gabriel Popovich. This was while he was vice president, just 5 weeks, think about the timing, 5 weeks after he met with the Romanian president and spoke about anti-corruption policies. Here's what Joe Biden was lecturing us about at the time.
Corruption is a cancer that eats away at a citizen's faith in democracy. Corruption is just another form of tyranny.
Well, according to the New York Post, Popovich, that corrupt Romanian, wanted Hunter Biden's help fighting a conviction stemming from a real estate purchase. Not only that, President Biden previously told us in October of 2020 that his son Hunter never received money from China.
Vice President Biden, there have been questions about the work your son has done in China and for a Ukrainian energy company when you were vice president. In retrospect, was anything about those relationships inappropriate or unethical?
Nothing was unethical. My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China. I have not had, the only guy made money from China is this guy. He's the only one. Nobody else has made money from China.
Look at Trump, not me. Well, apparently that was not true.
They were looking to obfuscate and hide where the money was coming from. For example, the Bidens used their associate Rob Walker to bring in millions of dollars from China and Romania. Walker's limited liability company, Robinson Walker LLC, paid Hunter, James, Hallie, and others in the Biden network more than $2 million after foreign money hit his account. 1/3 to the Bidens. That was the pattern. For example, on March 1st, 2017, only 2 months after Joe Biden left office, Robinson Walker received a $3 million wire from State Energy HK Limited, a Chinese entity. The next day, 1/3 of that money, $1,065,000, went to the bank account in Abu Dhabi of the company EEIG, which was controlled by James Gilliatt, another Biden associate. Over the next 3 months, Robinson Walker LLC sent 16 incremental payments to over 5 different Biden accounts totaling $1,065,692.
Well, it's complicated, but what this amounts to is influence peddling, plain and simple. It is foreign entities filling the pockets of the Biden family with $10 million through a nebulous web of 20 different companies. It's an elaborate shell game. And amazingly, some of these transactions happened while Joe Biden was vice president. Now, a White House spokesman claims that the Oversight Committee did not show that any of these payments were personally made to Joe Biden. But here's what we do know. John Levine, who we had on this program last night, reported in the New York Post in late August that Hunter Biden met with his father multiple times while working for a Romanian real estate tycoon accused of corruption. And as for China, Hunter Biden went to an official government trip to China with his father in 2013 as he was creating a Chinese private equity fund. Coincidence, I'm sure. 10 days after the trip, Hunter received a Chinese business license. Did Joe Biden benefit from any of this? While the White House denies it, you'll recall that famous email 10 held by H for the big guy, alluding to a 10% cut of a joint venture with CEFC China Energy Co. for the big guy. Well, who is the big guy? We know that one of Hunter Biden's business partners, James Gilliatt, referred to Joe Biden as the big guy in an email found on Hunter's laptop. And Tony Bobolinsky, well, he publicly stated that the big guy was Joe.
In that email, there's a statement where they go through the equity. Jim Biden's referenced as, 10%, doesn't say Biden, it says Jim. And then it has 10% for the big guy held by H. I 1,000% sit here and know that the big guy is referencing Joe Biden.
So the question remains, did Vice President Biden personally see any of this money while in office? We clearly cannot count on the liberal lapdog media to get to the bottom of it. The press, well, they're simply uninterested.
And since Joe Biden has spent decades in the Senate, served 8 years as vice president, and is now president of the United States, and the family's getting money from various countries and foreign businesses through various shell companies and this web of LLCs. I mean, guys, you in the press, this is easy pickings. I'm giving you Pulitzer stuff here.
And instead of the press asking Joe Biden, when we disclosed a month ago that through the Robinson Walker account, 3 or 4 Biden family members received $1.3 million. Somebody yelled out, "What do you think about your family receiving money from China?" And he said, "That's not true." And nobody pressed him again.